Pokemon is one of Nintendo's most iconic and well-known franchises, and for good reason. Considered by absolutely everyone on the face of the earth as the grandfather of the RPG genre, Pocket Monsters, commonly referred to as Pokemon, was the first ever video game that allowed kids to live out their fantasy of leaving home at the age of 10 and capturing one of every species of animal. Pokemon was heavily inspired by the popular biblical story Noah's Ark, in which Noah steals every single animal known to mankind and takes them with him on his boat. Noah spends the remainder of his life running from the law, wanted for mass theft. Pokemon really wears its influences on its sleeves, with references to the biblical story everywhere, such as, there's a boat in the game. And if you look closely, the Pokemon Arbok, spelt backward, minus the B and O, spelled backward, actually spells Ark. But enough with the did you know trivia facts. I know that there's about 1 million different Pokemon across all the games, and it's hard to pick favorites, but I've come up with a definitive list of the top 5 objectively best Pokemon in the whole of the franchise. So here it is, folks. Coming in at number 5. What's a top 5 best Pokemon list without the iconic, instantly recognizable Electric-type Pokemon and mascot of the franchise? You all know who I'm talking about, Electric, ladies and gentlemen. The Game Freak really showcasing his creativity with this hilarious name choice. What is there to say about Electric that hasn't already been said? Since Electric has the Levitate ability, granting him immunity to ground-type attacks, Electric has absolutely zero weaknesses. You literally can't even kill this Pokemon. I don't understand why they even allow this. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. This is ridiculous. This game needs some serious balancing. This is just absurd. How am I supposed to beat Electric? The reason Electric isn't higher on my list is because he's a little bit overpowered. Game Freak, I love you, but you've really got to learn a thing or two about game balance if you want people to take your game seriously in the esports scene, my friend. But regardless, Electric definitely comes in at a respectable number 5 on my list. Here's number 4. There's a lot of Pokemon in the game that you can collect as a Pokemon trainer. Kangaskhan, Jigglypuff, Green Ninja. There's too many. How could I possibly choose which one deserves the number 4 spot on my list? This is impossible. Just kidding, it's easily Squirtle. Squirtle just has so many moves, so many stats, so many strategies. Squirtle fits on any team, whether you're at the Pokemon MLG Grand Finals tournament, or you're just having some casual fun on the Game Boy Color. Throw Squirtle in there and he'll be right at home. Fun fact, Squirtle is actually based on a creature from the Pikmin franchise known as the Blue Pikmin. Squirtle and Blue Pikmin are identical in appearance and have the same moves. Much like how Pokemon is short for Pocket Monsters, Pikmin is also a shortened name. The full name is actually Picket Minsters. Picketing is a form of protest in which people make signs with crazy slogans on them and stand around together in public places. Minster is a slang term for minister, commonly used in the southern regions of the United States. A minister is a person who is in charge of a church. The name Picket Ministers refers to Protestantism, a denomination of Christianity that formed when Martin Luther decided that he wasn't a big fan of the Roman Catholic Church, so he made himself a picket sign and started protesting. If you add Tin Luther to the end of Olamar's name, it becomes Olamar Tin Luther. This is definitive proof that Pikmin is actually a crazy allegory for the rise of Protestantism. Sorry for getting carried away with the did you know trivia facts again. Let's get back to the list, please. Here's number 3 on the top 5 list. How do you pick a third best Pokemon? There's just too many to choose from. How do you do it? Could it be Abracadabra? Mama's Wine? Banjo-Kazooie? Ratatouille? How do you even decide this? I thought long and hard about this third member of my top list, and in the end, I decided that I'd probably have to go with Vanillux. Vanillux was extremely innovative, as he was the first ever food-based Pokemon. Pokemon was really lacking in creature designs inspired by food products, and Vanillux really filled that gap nicely. And isn't he just adorable? Vanillux is by far the cutest Pokemon in this game. He's so cute, I could eat him right up if you get what I'm saying. Because he's a fucking ice cream cone. Thanks for tuning into my third best Pokemon on my list. I really appreciate that. Now I'm gonna have to go to the next member of the list, number 2, if you don't mind. There's 7 billion Pokemon on this earth. Tell me how I could possibly choose a second best Pokemon. What do you take me for? Who do I pick here? Dragonite, Trubbish, Bigglybup, Jimmy Neutron, Hey Arnold? How am I supposed to decide here? It took me 30 years to look through every Pokemon in existence and weigh out their pros and cons to decide on a second best Pokemon. I can't believe I finally figured it out. The second best Pokemon is in fact Rotom Refrigerator form, because if you happen to also have a Vanillux on your team, you can actually keep him nicely cooled. This is what I love about Pokemon, so many crazy synergies and theme strategies, such competitive depth. The sky is the limit when it comes to making a Pokemon team. Pokemon like Rotom Refrigerator are a big part of why Pokemon is such a cool game, if you know what I mean. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. The best Pokemon in the entire franchise. Who could it possibly be? How did I manage to find the best one? There's so many. Look at all these Pokemon. There's 1 trillion Pokemon. And you honestly believe I could figure out which one is the best? Well, I did it whether you like it or not. Number 1 on my list is... probably have to be Chimchar.